school and this community and the entire athletic program at Mira, Costa. 3 years ago, we had a young man come on board as a manager, timer 2. We called him timer 2 because we had 2 guys that held stopwatches that year, and he was second ranked, actually. There was a timer 1. He was number 2. The timer 2, he hung in there. He became a manager as a sophomore. He had some physical issues that were going to keep him from playing. He wanted to be part of the program. He came out as a sophomore and rewrote the book on being a manager for a football team. He set the bar so high, it scared you what he was capable of doing. And he not only did it as a sophomore, he came back as a junior and did it by himself, and he had help as a sophomore. And then he came back as a senior and did it by himself. He's the most responsible, trustworthy, self-starter. You can't pick enough things to describe this young man to say what he's like. And I know he helps Duke with the rugby team, and I've talked to Duke before about this. He's indispensable. Once you have him, you know that if you had to get rid of him at that point in time, your life would just fall apart. You'd go to practice and they wouldn't know what to do. I'm telling you, the coaches stayed in room 105 one day at practice. He'd have the thing organized on the field by the time we got down there. He's unbelievable. I know he has the respect of every kid that's sitting in here. You never hear anybody say anything about the fact that he's the manager or anything like that. He is so included as one of the people that's unbelievable, and he should be. I'm so proud to know him and for him to have been part of our program. Our program will never be able to replace him. And Coach alluded to the guys that maybe a player could aspire to. You can aspire to this. You're not hit. I'm aspiring to this. I'm 68. I don't have enough time left to get to be as good a person as he is. And that's probably my fault. But I just love this young man. And I know that you guys do too. And I'm so sorry to see him leave us. Liam DiGregorio. Thank you very much.
Try to go here and make sure I'm like at least not too worried about being PC correct. I'll be PC correct. You see that picture right there? A lot of different kind of people in that picture. Right? I've always been very proud of that. We've always, it's always looked that way. Nothing new. And I like that. I like the fact that we have all kinds of different people. I think for the most part, everybody kind of respects everybody's business and everything. That's pretty cool, I think. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Okay, so coaches, guys. Bobby's in there with